So for this final analysis, because this is definitely going to be my last one because I really need to do my work, um, we are going to be looking at the uses of close-ups in this scene, and I actually counted the number of shots in this scene. There was 23 shots in total, and 20 of them were close-ups. So I'm going to be explaining what that means in a few secs. So close-ups can be different types of close-ups. We have the mid or loose close-up. We have the close-up that concentrates on the face. And then we have the extreme close-up, which we don't see a lot in this scene because it's a little too much. So it would be unnecessary to use an extreme close-up in this scene. So the main reason we use close-ups when we're having a dialogue between two characters is because we want to see the reaction to something that has happened. So we use these type of close-ups to sort of get an emotional read on the character. We want to see a character's reaction to something that is said, and we want emphasis on that reaction. Something that I found very interesting was the fact that Clark got a lot more close-ups than Bellamy did, because I get the feeling that we really want to zero in on her reaction, on her vulnerability. We've seen that in the previous videos I posted. Not only is she vulnerable because of the costume and the setting, Bellamy also makes her feel vulnerable because he's constantly sort of bringing her into his space and sort of trying to reassure her in a way. He's visually protecting her, and this is also shown in the amount of close-ups that Clark gets compared to Bellamy, because we get a much clearer emotional reaction from her. Now, what I want you to do as viewers is to pay attention to why we suddenly get a close-up of each character. So what has been said and why do we need to pay attention to the reaction? So every time we get a sort of an extreme close-up or just sort of really close up to their face, we need to pay attention to what has been said before that, so we get an idea of what matters to each character. So here's a little video I made counting these are not all the close-ups, there's 20, I think, out of 24 shots, there's 20 close-ups, but I excluded the mid close-ups, which include shoulders, etc. These are just focusing on the face, and that is because they are there to see the character's emotional reaction. So they are counted in the video, and I want you to pay attention to why those close-ups are where they are.
You're really here. Maddie.
She's safe. She's in the woods with the others. Joe's her won't look for them as long as we're in control.
You're all still alive. Murphy, Monty, Raven.
Echo and Maury. Clark, you saved us all.
And now you're home. Wait. Why'd you release me?
So I think Bellamy's close-ups are pretty indicative to what they want us to see as an audience, so his reactions are mostly to her saying things like, "Oh, and now you're home," and "You're really here." We don't really get any other close-ups from him, and I think that is noteworthy. At least we don't get any close-ups when they're talking about Maddie or the group. The only close-up we get there is when when Clark realizes that the rest of the group is alive, but aside from that, it's all from emotional moments between the two. And that's it. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I don't think I'm going to be making any more soon just because I have so many assessments due in a few weeks. But thank you very much for watching. Bye.